Oui. Okay, starting again the recording, and then if there are some friends of the graphic journaling that will join us, it's okay. So, okay, taking my notes. I feel very, it's very difficult to remember, but now it's done. It was very difficult to remember the structure of the class before the tarot, the major arcana. So I was like, okay, what do I have to do? And so I thought about, since it's summer, almost summer, and it's hot, and also like I'm feeling my body a lot because I'm very exhausted. We organized with some charity the Pride Parade in La Rochelle. It was yesterday, and it has how do you say the number in English? 4,500 people came. So La Rochelle was like, but it's been almost 1 year of work, so I'm feeling ache in all my body. I walk at 20 kilometers to the march, and so today's class is about the body. At the beginning, I wanted to call this class beach body, aka you have a body, you go to the beach. But then as you can see, I do like this, and I changed the name of the class to Let's Love the Shit Out of Ourselves class. So before we start, just a small um, introduction for Asher, but also if there are people taking the replay. This will be a class of journaling and drawing. We will use both, and there is no right way to do it. There is no way in which a good drawing or a bad drawing will change your practice. I always say this: when you draw into your journal, so it's your own space, and you can always choose to stop and start again after when you draw. But now during the class, you stick to the timing, and I will put a timer. So in the time of the timer, during the timer, for the journaling and the drawing exercise, even if it's difficult, you stick to it until you hear the ding 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 of the timer. You go for it. And another things that I always say: good drawings or bad drawings is the same, because you will always have to turn the page to carry on in your journal. So you can be Michelangelo, or you can do Neolithic, I don't know, very simple drawing. It's the same. The drawing will be here, but you can't stay on your drawing forever, good or bad. So I'm going to, sorry, just take the timer. So I'm giving the class from my computer. So I hope that the audio is good and the connection is good, because since I still don't have a telephone, I'm using the iPad that I often use for the class for the timer, as a timer. So I'm going just to really quick. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So, and when you draw, if it's difficult, trust your eye. Just look the more you can, and let your eyes guide your hand. Don't think about it too much. Okay, let's go. Before starting, we are just going to take a moment to anchor ourselves. You can choose to close your eyes or let the eyes open if it's uncomfortable, or you can use what we call the soft sight or the soft gaze. You can just look softly down your legs or a little bit forward, like your feet, or as you feel, and also maybe as long that you feel more comfortable, you can close your eyes. Sit tall through the spine. Relax the back of your shoulder. Feel your arms falling naturally. Let them be. Let your hands rest on your thighs or on your knees, or maybe on your lap. Relax your neck, relax your throat. Inhale. And if you can, straighten your spine a little bit more, like you have an invisible wire from the top of your head, helping you to stay in a straight position. Relax the back of your back. Relax your hip and feel the seat under you, the surface you are sitting, and then feel the floor where the furniture you are sitting on it's resting, and then under the floor feel the building after under you, and also go a little bit deeper and feel the earth, the land down your building, and go a little bit deeper. Send your root even little bit deeper, and feel anchored, and stay. You can relax your belly, and if your mind wanders, you can come back to the breathing or to my voice. Relax your ear, relax your temple, the skin in your head, on your skull. Relax your hair, your nose, your eyes. And then we go down again. Relax your throat, your shoulder, your chest, your belly, the hands, the arm. Keep the straight position. Relax your legs, relax your feet, and try to see energy passing through your body from the sky to the top of your head, and like a shower of light going down up where you are seated, the furniture, the floor, the building, the land, down the center of the earth, and then coming back up in the sky and raining down again to your head. And then we go down again, all your body. You can feel this light, shower of light passing through your body, relaxing. And then again, your seated position, the furniture, the floor, the building, the land. And now that we are in our body, very slowly, we can open our eyes, maybe starting moving the shoulder, moving the finger, the arm, where you feel. And we are going to stay in the sensation of the body, because we are going to do a self-portrait as we always do. You can click on your face on Zoom to make it bigger. And if you can, I would like to step a little bit far from the camera so that you can see your body a little bit more up to where it's comfortable. Maybe you can stand and keeping your journal. Maybe you can just push behind your chair, or just to little bit see a little bit more. But also you can use, like, you don't imagine what you draw. If you can see yourself, look at yourself. But also what we are going to draw is not like we are watching ourselves to see the shape of what we are drawing, but this self-portrait into the body, we are going to, so everybody's ready, everybody has the pen, and don't start drawing yet, because we don't need to, we are not starting wherever part, but we are going to take our pen and look at ourselves. But in the meantime, using this double divided attention, you look and you feel at the same time. And we are going to start to draw our self-portrait from the part of our body that give us more pain, okay? Can be physical pain, can be discomfort. I want you to go to the most uncomfortable part of your body and start drawing from there. It's okay, don't care about the proportion of the drawing. This is a scan you're doing, and from this part you jump to the other part which is more uncomfortable, and then like this, more uncomfortable, until you draw all of your body, and the last part you draw is the less uncomfortable or painful part of your body. Does it make sense? So of course this is a scanning, a drawing, and you are drawing with the sensation, not with the feeling, not with the mind, the sensation of the body. It is uncomfortable, but we will have a timer, so just know that even if it's uncomfortable, it's finite, because in a moment we will have a timer that will play, okay? So stick to it, even if it's uncomfortable, and let's go. You can also, if you feel like it, you can start from one color and going to another. Maybe you start with a dark color and you go to a lighter every time you change, or maybe you start with strong color and then, I don't know, maybe with a kind of pen and finish with another. You put your intention. Okay. We still have 1 minute to go. And then as usual, if it's not enough, you can okay, time's up. Do you need more time? No, it's okay, perfect. So, how do you feel? How does it feel if you want to, some of you want to tell, to do this scan in this way? Now, do you feel your body aching or in a good...
Yeah, it's kind of funny because at first I was like, I don't really have much pain, but the more I was drawing, the more I was like, actually my eye feels funny and my ear is not quite right. But also as soon as I drew things, I felt like I could sort of relax in that area and let the pain go somewhat, not cling to it as I was doing before. But
Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing. So, let's go. If I say that we are going to work some exercises to have gratitude for our body, how does this resonate with you? Is it something that make you cringe? It make you good? Okay. Can you just, each one of you, just tell me one word to describe how does it feels to, if I say have gratitude for your body? The first thing comes to mind. It doesn't have to be, yes, I'm very grateful. Can be also be, I don't give a shit. I don't know, you can say whatever.
Important.
Important, okay, thanks. Who's next? If I say gratitude for your body, it's important. First word that comes to mind without thinking too much. You can also choose to write it in the chat if it's best for you.
Relax.
Relax, okay, cool. Justine MBQ.
It allows us to be with the one we love and do the thing we want to do and the thing we like to do. So I think gratitude is the very good word for
Okay,
what I feel.
perfect, thank you. And Justine?
I guess not easy.
Okay, so You can write your answer down. So we are going to scan through some ideas we have about our body, and I will use the word ego, but maybe can be also fear. I don't know. We often already done sometimes exercise about the ego, and when I say ego, it's like those part of us that always want to make sense, that always want to have the reason, want to win the fight, and that want to make us separate, as by telling us that we are not worth enough, but also that tell us that maybe we are the better than everybody else. The ego is something that is not totally negative. It's just one part of us that try to make sense of what happened, and maybe put a lot of fear into our being, into our mind, but just to protect us. It's just like, okay, maybe you need to win this, you need to have the reason of this fight, or you're so better at your job than this person, or the opposite is like, oh, you're a shit comparing to this person. And often our ego mind is what it what try to make sense of things, and also can be useful sometimes because it's what we use to judge, to see if we can make it, and also that give us, sometimes can be okay, I feel like rolling in the grass all the morning, but okay, you need to go gain money to buy things, I don't know, to pay the rent. And so it's something that can be useful. This part that organizes this kind of manager, but that it's also full of fears. So that this part, if we don't use the ego for very practical thing, but we make the ego use us, often we suffer, and so when our ego says your nose is too big, I don't know, your ear are like done good, and people we judge you for your haircut, I don't know, just inventing. The ego is not evil. It's just try to, okay, I think that your ear are too big. What's happening? Sorry, I'm just reading the Beku. Okay, Beku is sick. No problem. I'm going to close the chat. And Beku, if you are catching the replay, a lot of love to you. So the ego is what thinks, okay, your haircut or your ear are not good. I'm going to tell you because I think the ego think that it will save you from pain. It will save you from people judging you. But as a matter of fact, the ego mind telling, oh, when you say to yourself, my ear too big or my haircut, it's shitty, you're having a lot of pain, not from others, but from yourself. And so this is a little, is it clear? So when the next exercise will be doing a list, as we always do in this kind of class. We journal by making list as grocery shopping list, or you can do small sentences. But I would like, we will take 1 minute, if it's enough, maybe 1 minute and a half, to write down all the ego, fearful belief about our body. Okay, so are those judgments we bring on our body. We don't care about the motivation, but those are the arrows that comes to our mind that make us pain about our body. My body's like this, or also can be like sometimes can also be like you have this pain in the shoulder that will never go away. You will forever be as this pain, or when you are, maybe you have the fever, you will always have the fever, or your nose is too big, or I don't know, can be everything. Let's go. Make a list and don't stop until I say stop, because the timer is on. We have 1 minute and a half. Let's go. Okay, time's up. So you made a list, and what I would like you to do is from each item of this list, or maybe you can add, but so you have a base to go. The next question is how those negative thoughts about around your body affects your vitality, your energy. Maybe I will say energy during the class, but I don't really like the word like your energy, because it looks like affects your energy, feels like something very whimsical. But I will maybe use the word energy, just an umbrella term to in which we can put the vitality, the ability to feel joy, the ability to love and get loved. So I will use the word energy to, and you give the energy, you know, the vitality or vital. So take each item of the list, this list, and then you can make a little arrow, and you can from each item, and then also more if you want, but you can go and feel how do you feel when you think about this judgment. I will take one randomly from my list, which is very long. The more maybe funny, I don't know, it's you are short, which and so it's never about just something in the body. And so what is the feeling behind? So how those thoughts affect you, how those thoughts make you feel. Like, it's not like they make me feel, try to what's happened. So when I think I'm short, I feel like I can't speak up, or I don't have a place. Can be like this. In which way they don't serve you. Okay. let's go 1 minute 30, and if it's not enough, we will add more time. Okay. Okay, so as we say, the ego creates those boundaries that are very weird, that always try to rule our life to save ourselves, and creates a lot of suffering when we believe the ego and we don't use it. So as I was saying before, the separation of the ego mind, it's when we diminish ourselves, I don't know how to pronounce it, but also when we put ourselves on a pedestal. It's the same, looks like the opposite. Is like this person has a big ego, so the go like it's very sure of themselves. Actually, it's quite the same, because if you put yourself on a pedestal, it's just that you try to put up an armor make of I don't have the term in English, of make of personality that protects you and that isolate you and don't make you be what you truly are. And so maybe we want to make a list of all the times our ego minds, or anyway, ego minds or our self, which often is the ego, not our true self, in which we feel separated from the other human, body-wise, presentation-wise, going into the world-wise. So we are going to do one line, and then we are going to put one column with a plus and one column with a minus, okay? And we are going to write down all those times we felt separated from our peers, from the humans, and this count also for positive. So under the plus, all the time you say, I'm better than this person, and under the minus, all the time you say, I'm less, okay? No judgment, there is not a right or wrong answer, or is not for, this list is not for punish ourselves, like, I'm bad person because I think myself best or worst, because this is also ego mind that make us divided for love and energy. It's just to observe ourselves, okay? Just a list. just try to remember times you did this. Maybe it's yesterday, maybe it's 6 months ago, luckily. Sorry. Okay, let's go 1.5 minutes. Okay, time's up. Let's take just 30 seconds to each one look at their list, the plus and the minus. And I guess that you don't need to do this exercise for the minus list, because when you think, I don't know, I'm worse at my job than this person, you already know that you don't feel very good. But I would like you to take this 30 seconds to go to the plus list, to the plus list, and see for each things that you put on the list, how does it feel? So if you have the memory, why did you say this, and what was the energy? If I think in my list, the minus list, I think I'm worse at my job than this person. I'm already like, I'm worse, I'm putting myself down. But also like, if I think, yes, but I'm better at my job than this person. Actually, if I think about it, maybe it was a reaction or it was a way of coping, but it made me like very fragile, because if I rely on being good when I think I'm better than this person at my job, then I will fight to keep this sensation of being better. And the neutral thing will be, I do my job and I do as I can and I enjoy doing this. I don't know about the others, there is no comparison. It can be in all kind of things. This is just to see, we are not, maybe you write down body things, but it just to comprehend the exercise. So 30 seconds, go to the plus list and try to take each item, and does it feel good or not? Does it feel reactive or does it feel neutral? Okay, time's up if it's okay. Does it make sense, this kind of observing? So we are still working around the body. You can do this kind of exercise, of course, for each, can be in the work or relationship, ship a lot of. But now let's go back to the body, because this is the class of today. And also let's go dig in the past a little bit. Maybe it's not fun, but remember that you are going to dig in the past from a place of safety, which is your present, when you are where you are now. So next exercise will be how have my fear from the past created negative body behaviors. So maybe I can do some example if you want. For example, before I was talking about this, I have the fear that my shoulder, that my pain will never go away. So maybe this is something, a fear about the body that affects my, as we did before, that affects my mood. We did this kind of exercise before. It's like, okay, I have this fear of my body, or I'm short, and so it will affect my mood because maybe I don't feel seen or something like this. In this case, we are some kind of doing the reverse, going the past and see, for example, those time, I don't know, you have the fear of being alone, and maybe I using example I did for myself in my exercise. For example, the fear of being alone harm my body because maybe I I don't know how to say, compensate this fear of being alone by binge eating, or the fear of being uninteresting, or being not very intelligent can translate it in being in drink alcohol when I'm with people, not being true, but drinking alcohol and hurting my body. Or maybe as an example, the fear of not being enough, translated in having can be toxic relationship because I don't feel I deserve. And this is very abstract, but I can go find something in which affect the toxic relationship, affect my body. Maybe it's like shitty sex, it's like not respectful body contact. So before we did body emotion, now we go in the past so that we have a more understanding. We can do the reverse exercise. Okay, emotion, body. It's not easy and it's not fun, maybe go there, but you have a timer, you are safe from the past, you just go there like Harry Potter go in the, I don't know what the name in English, in which Albus Dumbledore put the memories.
The pensiv.
The pensiv. I would say pensive, but it's in French. Yes. So it's like you are going in the pensiv just to look, but you are safe in the present. And also you have a timer. So at the end of the timer, up the pensiv, it's fade away and you come back into your body. Okay. I will put 3 minutes and a half, and then you can go as usual as the list and the arrow in the same time. You do a list. Before is the fear, and then is the body. So the fear of this, or the thought, negative thought of this, and then the other column is affect the body in this way. Okay, so affect the body, affect the hygiene I put into the body, all this. Okay, let's go. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Okay, 30 seconds to go. Okay, welcome back from the visit in the past. So when I prepared my exercise, I put a little bit adding a small exercise to this because you recognize, you remember the fear and also how it affects the body. And just very quick, go on the side of each and just a little, let's take a little list of a little check, sorry, of how so those behavior affected your energy or your vitality or your ability, you know, energy umbrella term. So if I, for example, if in my list I put, okay, this fear affected my body with binge eating, and now I just want to see actually this binge eating affect my body in which way, affect my energy in which way, because even if you already know, it's just cool to write it on the side, just to dig a little bit, just to put it black on white. It's like, okay, I know how binge eating affect my energy, but I write it anyway. Okay. Okay, so we talk about the emotion, the body, and then the body, the emotion. No, actually, the different, or the opposite. And when we are going to, now we are going to before, just a quick aparté, I don't know how to say that I write down. I was about to forgetting, because for me, and then also some people that take this class, the replay, and since I'm a trans man and I transitioning, and so some people who follow my work are also dealing with body issues that are in the realm of the dysphoria. So we call the dysphoria is a whole chunk of fear, incongruencies. It's not about the ego, but it's a very like intricate block that not block like I don't know if you say block. It's like that affect, of course, the energy as all the things about the body, but the dysphoria is not about the body or the ego. It's a whole thing of it alone, and it's like the depression, for example. You can't cure depression with the positive thinking, even if I don't know what does positive thinking, what does mean, even I don't know, but you know this thing, think positive. If you have a depression, it's like a condition, and so it's dysphoria. Even if we know that the gender is a construct and all these things, dysphoria is in some cases a condition that can't be resolved with like an haircut or you know, like just changing my t-shirt, I don't know, buying trousers, buying a skirt, is like the same for depression. You can't cure depression by saying go walk in the park, but the haircut and or the walk in the park for depression can help us in some way to step away from depression or from dysphoria, from condition that sometimes maybe they will need, people will need treatment for this, but can help us like to walk in the park, the haircut, buying the trousers, buying the skirts, or taking a yoga class. Don't maybe put our mind into another conditioning, I don't know how to say, because this help us cultivating the euphoria. So does it make sense what I'm saying? We put in place a system that instead of like being in our place of suffering, we take the first step, as I was still talking about this with Asher maybe yesterday, this at least taking one step toward what is good. And I like it in the trans supporting group, one day one person talked about this and said, instead of thinking about dysphoria, I want to concentrate on cultivate the euphoria. Since the language we are using in classes on cultivating high energy, cool energy, vitality or love or happiness. If we concentrate on how can I cultivate this instead of I suffer from this, which is a real thing, but both can exist at the same time. This is the introduction to mix this is the introduction to the next exercise, but I wanted to put this into place because for depression, for dysphoria, for other condition, we don't negate them, we don't ignore them, we just find a different path, but both can exist the same way. in the same time. So anyway, let's take a moment to cultivate our euphoria, our vitality, or our good mood or joy. So before we start, just I want to check that I don't forget anything in my notes. Okay. Let's take the fear-based thinking from before. Those fear we put in the, I guess it was the, I don't know which number of exercise. The fear from before. I can't read my, sorry, I can't read my own, as usual, I can't read my own handwriting. Okay, yes. So which exercise was it? Because I used the same example in both exercises. So now, sorry. Okay, yes, it's the first exercise in which we the ego fearful belief about our body. So it's like wait, what? Maybe the first written exercise we did, the first one. You can use this, but also we work on fear also in the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth, the one in which we took some other fear and see how they translated into the body. So maybe I guess you can go pick your priority of fear, but the exercise will be, you take those fear very quickly, you pick them, at least 3 or 4 if you have them, and you put them in this other page, in this next exercise. Let's go do this. Make a list of all the fear you inventorize during this class, and make a list. And as usual, leave a space on a side because we will integrate this list. So we have all the fear, write them down, and then raise your hand when you are finished. Okay. Okay. Are you, everybody's finished? I can't, Asher, you also finished? Okay, perfect. So during the past exercise, we look for fear about our bodies, like insecurities or the incongruence into our body, but also then we look also about fears that affected our body. And now you are you have your list of all the fears, but stop. Now we take a lot of time drawing all the pain, writing down all the fear, see how these affect us, so we know that all the fear, all the pain affect us not in a very positive way. Now I would like you to on the side of each item of the list, write, maybe you can write what I'm saying up as a title. If I remember that my body is love and perfect as it is, and that I'm connected to the other human of the world, how this fear can be read. I can repeat, if I remember that my body is love and perfect as it is, and that I'm connected to the world and other human beings, how this fear I have here can be read. How can I shine a light of this conviction that if I believe that I'm love and I'm perfect and I have the right to be here and I have connection and that people love me and that I love people, all this thought that honestly feel good, if I cultivate this and then I pick my fear, how can I shine a light on this fear and transform it? How can I be like an alchemist that take this and transform this fear into gold? This is not about positive thinking or like being delusional about life. It's not about this exercise. It's like, is there a way that I can see this fear on another angle, that maybe to tell myself a story that feels better? Okay. For example, I'm taking the example I wrote down when I prepared the class, which is the more random example I did before. Like, I have this fear of this pain of my shoulder that will be with me forever. Okay, but when I think this, true or not, I don't know, but I don't feel good. I feel like forever I will be sick. And actually it sucks even more. And if I say, okay, now just for playing, I want to remember that my body is love and I'm perfect and I'm connected and I have the right to be here. So maybe I write down as an example, maybe I also can be sure that my pain will be taken care of, because I will take time to, I don't know, move my body or muscle my body or take a rest, go see a doctor. So maybe I have the right to overcome this fear. Does it make sense? Yes? Okay, so let's go. In the light of this, cultivate this feeling and go pick each fear and transform it in a thought that make you feel good. Go. I put 4-minute timer and then we will see. I guess it's plenty of time. before writing on the side each answer of for each fear, read again the statement, like, okay, I remember that I'm perfect and I'm love, and then write down. Don't think about it too much. It's like write down how does it feels. Okay, still 1 minute and 40 seconds. Ten seconds to go. Okay. How does it feel to taking this feeling of connection or how do you say, what's the word, being legitimate, I don't know, into the body, into the world, this good feeling, and putting it onto our fear, like this, cultivating this euphoria, this vitality. How does it feels? Good or
Really
bad?
good.
Really good. Okay, so cool. Very good, very good. So another exercise, and then this will be the last drawing exercise, and then we will finish the class, something we never do, because we will finish the class with another meditation. Often we do the meditation at the beginning, then it's done. But I guess that cultivating this feeling is something that can't be done only with reasoning. It's something that only can be done with switching off the mind, switching off the ego, and we can't switch off the ego by thinking about switching off the ego. Cultivating this feeling of like being in our own body, being good as we are right now, which is a work that, at least for me, it's something it must be done a work that is daily, like hourly. So it's like, but can be done only into coming into the body and switching off the mind, because it's from the heart. So we are going to draw. It's like we did this.
I'm sorry. One
Yes.
moment, Nico. I really needed to go to the loo.
Go. Okay. So it's some kind, we did how do you say, a palindrome class today. We often start with the meditation, then we draw the self-portrait, and then we do the exercise. And today's class is like meditation, self-portrait class, and now we're going to do another self-portrait and then another meditation, and I guess it will be very fun. Asher, I hope that you will only need to do number 1, not number 2. Let's see. I'm pausing the record. I'm starting back the recording. So we are going to do another self-portrait. So maybe you can come a little bit farther from the camera to see yourself. The more you feel comfortable, but the body. We are not going to change the colors. Pick one, your favorite, more cool on paper color, the one you like the most to draw. And you are going to look at yourself. And as usual, the self-portrait will be, you trust your eyes, you follow your sight, you follow through your body, you hook your hand to your eyes, so you draw what you see and not what you know. But what I want you to do for this last self-portrait will be, wherever each part of you draw, you stay in this part that you draw, you take the time to draw this part, and each part you draw, you send love and energy and euphoria to this part. So even if you don't believe it, even if you don't love your body, even if you don't feel euphoria, and or you don't want to send energy to your body on the daily basis, I don't care. During this class, you force in some way, in each part you say, okay, I'm sending this love, I'm sending this energy, I'm sending this euphoria, and then you do this up until you draw all over your body. So first things, don't care about the proportion. This is not about having the perfect proportion, but having the way of drawing to link and to put this love, the intention, okay? And don't question what you're saying. It's not like, okay, I'm drawing my nose, I don't know, and I'm sending love, but oh, my nostril is not very good, but I send love, but actually I don't. No, until the timer is on, until you draw all your body, you don't question the exercise, you send the love, you send the euphoria, and even if it's hard, you stick to it like your life depends on it, okay? You must do this. And so it's okay, it's just a game. And then when the game is over and the timer is on, you say ding, 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 like this. You can go back to say, oh, I ate my nostril. But before then, during the exercise, this is like a game. You send the love, like the love is a love bomb. Like you have a filter and you want to say a curse word and you only say cute words. This is the same. You're putting a filter on your intention. You want to send hate, you can't. It will be translated. Okay? So let's go. We are going to take maybe 6 minutes to draw this. We will go a little bit off board. Maybe I will put 5 minutes and then we'll see. Okay, let's go. You can, like, you look at yourself and then you send love, or you can say like, look how cute this part, oh, sexy, or beautiful, perfectly made. Okay? All is perfect. You can also make like some face and like this. And you should feel a tingling of energy in each part you are drawing, because you are sending energy to this part. You can also go past the skin that you are drawing and go to the send love to the internal organ. And if you finish before the timer the whole body, you can continue, go back to certain part, draw and send the love. If you want, like I finished drawing the line of the body and I'm changing the color to send love to the internal organ. And see how maybe you feel a shift, a relaxing in your chest. Maybe you have less weight in the chest. Maybe your throat is relaxing, or the shoulder are relaxing, or the belly, or each part that contains often emotion and fears. Maybe your breath is slowing down. Stay in the body. Maybe you can feel this tingling of raising your energy, in your vitality and your love. Maybe in all the body you feel like a heat going out of your body. Maybe you are irradiating. Maybe you have some words, some guidance that come to you, and write it down. If there are words that comes to you, maybe our guidance, our guide that can send you words, write them down on the side of your drawing. Okay, time's up. How does it feels? Yes. Okay, we are done, but as I said before, we have a palindrome class today, so we are going to finish by a meditation. You can also choose if you want to lay down as like in a yoga class when we do Shavasana at the end. You can lay down, maybe take a blanket, or I don't know if it's hot or not. You can relax, and when I'm finished, you can stay like this a little bit just to feel this relaxation, this irradiating, and I will, if you want, and I will very how do you say, slow, low voice, and will say goodbye, and then I will close the Zoom. And so that it will be not like this going, nobody will see you, and then you can stay there also more than like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, just to make all the class resonate and keep this love you cultivated during the class settle into your body. Okay, so everybody, if you want, lay down, and this will be a meditation by the American, very spicy meditation teacher called Gabby Bernstein. She's very, it's a like blonde, eye femme, New York weirdo in some way. I think she's quite funny, and I like this meditation from her, so I thought about propose it to you. The spark of light meditation. Find a comfortable place where you can lie down on your back with your palms facing upward. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your body gently melting into the floor, relaxing your forehead, your jaw, your neck, shoulders, the back of your arms, all the way down your spine. Your torso is relaxed. Your thighs are relaxed. Your calves and feet. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Continue this cycle of breath through your meditation, breathing in deeply and exhaling completely. Envision your heart center like a beautiful spark of golden light, and breathe that light in and breathe it out. Each time you breathe in, the light begins to shine brighter and brighter. And as it exhales, the light grows larger and larger. Breathe in, seeing the light shine brighter, and breathe out, the light grows larger. Breathe in, the light shines brighter, and breathe out, the light grows larger. Continue this cycle of breath, allowing the light to expand within you and around you, relaxing into the peaceful, healing presence of this light. Take another deep breath in and release. Gently allowing yourself to come back into your body. Feel your body full with this energy, reconnecting to your energy and to your physical form. Breathe in, breathe out, and let go. And stay like this as long as you need to charge your body with this positive feeling, with this high vibration, and this unconditional love that you gave yourself today in class. And then you will take your time to come back into the room you are when you feel it's time.